Good morning. I'm right in the middle of doing my 1 hour of business plan, and I was just thinking about growing up in Washington State, the Puget Sound area, how the only time we really paid attention to black people is when they either bounced or threw a ball or jumped around without their shirt on. And of course, now that I'm older, I realize like it's much better to focus on people of color that wear suits and are highly educated and didn't get their fame and fortune through rapping or throwing or bouncing a ball of some sort. Um, yeah, just what's on my mind. I thought I'd read a little bit from the business plan. I was going and reviewing it and double, triple checking. And every 50 pages of the next 500 pages, I will reread everything to completely memorize every single thing I've said so far, and also to make sure I review my promises at least 20 times roughly. Because if you really think about it, if you looked at your student loan master promissory notes every 3 to 6 months and you let your mind work on how to pay the student loans back, or you looked at your master promissory notes on mortgages, your brain would go to work on how to do it. So it's only really by ignoring things out of sight, out of mind, that they start becoming bigger problems, or we just give up. We totally give up all hope of ever being able to solve the problems. When I stayed at the Salvation Army in McAllen, Texas, 2018, word got around that I had been jailed and deported from Southeast Asia. The truth. This quickly turned into rumor. Don't mess with Nyan. He's still on China's top 10 most wanted list. Yes, Irina Prasati gets 21 million when, if we cross the billionaire mark as a team, shares in cash. 113 million pledged so far. It made a big impression on me when Mini-Me is an Austin Powers reference, Michael Bloomberg, just basically blew 500 million trying to get himself elected president. And it also made a big impression on me when Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter, recently gave away 1 billion to help fight COVID-19. And I realized from my socioeconomic background, even $10,000 is a lot of money. But I believe basically being able to complete an Ironman or 5 Ironman in 5 days, like the Epic 5 or Kona 5, is, in my mind, a little bit of a metaphor for becoming a billionaire. Well, I see these other multi-billionaires like Jack Dorsey or Michael Bloomberg just drop 500 million here, 1 billion there. I thought, I'm pretty sure we can come up with a way to help enrich each other at the tune of 20 million each, roughly 5 million, 2 million, etc. Obviously, Chris, you and Desiree get 5 million each. I know, Chris, you tried to burn the bridge with me as best you possibly could by berating Irina and telling me she was a total piece of shit and didn't deserve me, and it felt good to hear that at the time. And then you turned on me too and told me that everything I ever said to you is just a bunch of psychobabble and blah 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 blah. But you know what? You helped me develop thicker skin, and you made me reflect on a lot of things. And I'm very grateful that you were my bodyguard in Austin. I'm very grateful that you were my personal assistant. And I'm very grateful that you challenged my most core beliefs, especially in my times of greatest need. And even though I've given you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and when I needed help, you gave me $30, it's happened to me enough times. Like my friend Dara, I gave him a $36,000 Hummer H2 that I owned outright, handed him the title, and when I needed help, he gave me $20 cash. It's actually a running joke in Cambodia. It's okay. I learned a lot. I'm no different than you. You're no different than me, etc., etc. Obviously, Chris, you and Desiree get 5 million each. You know from experience, my word is worth more than gold. Raven. Martha equals 20 million. Sinead equals 20 million. 153 million pledged so far. One little check means I've reviewed it one time. And in terms of self-fulfilling prophecy, I need your help ensuring, securing, insuring this business plan against my guaranteed government pension of 3.1 plus million over 40 plus years. It's secure for me, but not yet for Sohee, Suhan, and Sakang. If I die young, out surfing, laundry, getting hit by a bus while I'm out jogging, training for the Ironman, etc., etc. So yeah, this 500-page business plan is me, Chris, finally doing it a little bit more than right. It's not your fault, but I taught you wrong in the past, using shell companies to secure business loans, shell companies that didn't have fully developed business plans, that weren't backed by a team of people that had skin in the game, etc., etc. I was wrong. I did it wrong, and I'm sorry. I'm very sorry that I influenced you in a very negative way. The way to cross the billionaire mark is not through scamming other people or using shell companies to secure loans for things that don't exist. It's through hard work, building teams, building real products and services that really help solve real problems for real people.